Welcome to this tutorial guys, and in this tutorial we will be installing WSL2 on Windows 11. So first of all, let me talk for a few seconds about what WSL is. It stands for Windows Subsystem for Linux, and it allows you to install Linux distributions in Windows, and it allows you to take advantage of Linux softwares and use Linux commands and so on. So let's just not go into details of how it works and stuff, and let's just go into installing this right now. But all you need to know right now is it utilizes a small lightweight virtual machine, and that's how you can run and install Linux operating systems on Windows. Okay, so let's get started with installing the WSL2. So first step is open PowerShell, and don't just open it, run it in administrator mode, and you will see this pop up. Yes. Now straight away you can just go WSL install to install it, but don't hit enter, wait for a second. Now this will install the default Linux default distribution for WSL, that is Ubuntu. But if you want to install something else like CentOS and stuff, you need to see what we have available for installation. So for that you can just do list or list and do online, or shorthand for this is L-O. So let's do that, and we'll see what distributions we have available to install. So as you can see, this asterisk here, it means default is Ubuntu, or you can install anything like Debian, Kali Linux, Ubuntu 18, 20, 22, Oracle, OpenSUSE, and all that stuff. So yeah, but to install Ubuntu, all you need to do is just go WSL install. But if you want to install something else, what you need to do is hit D and write that name. Okay, so let's write Debian for now. Let's install Ubuntu itself, but if you want you can install Debian too. Okay, it's installing. Hit yes. Now there are several reasons why we need WSL. First of all, I'm doing this tutorial because I'm going to be installing Docker and do some amazing stuff with it in Windows. So stay tuned for that, hit subscribe for that. And this is also required, WSL is also required for Docker in Windows. So that is one of the reason why I'm installing this. So it will take some time. I'll speed up the video, but if this is helping you, please subscribe. So as you can see here, the requested operation is successful and changes will not be effective until the system is rebooted. So now we need to reboot the system. So another tip for you to reboot the computer is not just of doing this, instead of learning to use the command line. So the command is, you just write reboot, and then you write this /r means you need to reboot the computer, and then you pass the time, like how many seconds you want to take before you start the reboot. So if I write 10, then this means that the computer will be rebooted after 10 seconds. So this is the command that you can follow to reboot the computer.